Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Okakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah from the Men of Valor campaign in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. The Lord willing, it can be edifying. And I wanted to share this video, man. I was flipping through damn TikTok, and I'm gonna play this video, but it actually, provides an opportunity to, get some edification, right? And the video I'm gonna play is from TikTok. It's from this whole pop the balloon thing, and basically it's, I'm I'm trying to explain the video. Basically they're getting on this guy. They popped their balloon because he asked a woman if she was 18. I guess she was just at 18, which 18 is the so-called, it's what makes you a legal adult in the eyes of Esau, right? Which we know according to the scriptures that you become an adult once you hit puberty. All right, you start changing from your child body and you're transforming into your adult body that does what? Help bring forth life after you. For the man. You get your sperm, your balls drop, as they say. Your voice deepens, you begin to grow a beard. For a woman, they begin to grow breasts, they begin to, these women, they're really about goofy and childish as hell, because they know good and damn well, that, once they hit about, and we were young adolescents at an age too. When you hit about 12, 13, man, the women, they be more aggressive than the men, but they were trying to put emphasis on, him being like in his 30s and wanting to date an 18-year-old. And there's nothing wrong with that, according to the scriptures. Okay. Best believe, that is when a lot of, going back to, we dealt with arranged marriages. And if you got something to say about that, it is what it is. It's just how our customs were, all right, before Babylon. All right. Obviously, this Babylonian shit doesn't work, because amongst our women, they got what, 2, 3, on average, 2 baby daddies, multiple children. All right. Straight up opposite. All right. But nonetheless, this is how things used to be, and we're going to get an example in the scriptures that you see right here, going into the account of King David, of them delivering a young, we're going to go into the words, a young maid, a young damsel to him. All right. It wasn't to bring him coffee either, man. All right. So nonetheless, this is how things are going back to, man. All right, if you think it's all predatory or whatever, man, whatever. All right, nobody's telling anybody to go deal with anybody under that legal age. All right, don't put hell on yourself. But according to the scriptures, all right, a girl becomes a woman when she reaches the flower of her age, when she receives her period, so to speak. That don't mean you necessarily, about to get with one that young, but they're primed. Their body is literally being primed, and they can't stop it. Their body is being primed to bring forth children, because that's what they were created to do. So I'm going to play this TikTok, man, and, we're going to behold this folly. We see these women, and we're going to go into when we go into the word, it's going to show how it straight up cuts all of these women standing here, man, and really all of these Babylonian women. But nonetheless, let's watch this.
But y'all popping y'all balloons, that's all
It's
good.
okay. And I think I might be a little young for you, but I don't know what you
How old are you? You over 18? You over 18?
Okay.
All right, well then you the right age for me.
That's all he asked. So all he asked was, are you over 18? And she said, yeah. And he said, that's all I asked. So then watch this shit.
Hey, yo.
Well, yeah. No diddy.
18 is legal. I don't know what y'all talking about.
And what's crazy is 18 is legal, And these women are tripping about, even though when these women were 18, they were dealing with older men. All right, but when you get older, you get yourself, you get you a little substance, and you can go and get you a 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old woman. They demonize it. Check this out.
Y'all some Boston Richie ass niggas, bro. Y'all niggas weird.
Another pop.
And Boston Richie is the dude that apparently was dating this like 18-year-old chick. And she was fair. She looked far older. And of course, these women, bro, this hypersexualized society, these women be looking grown, when they technically by the eyes of America, not fully grown yet. So I guess the chick was like 17, just with whoever this chick that was dating Boston Richie, you know, who he made the joke about. She was like 17 or 18. She was relatively young, you know, but she looks like a full-grown woman, you know. But nonetheless,
everything is great with you, but when you're talking about the as long as you're over 18 type of thing, that kind of, you know what I'm saying?
And I
Because
stand
feel
on
like
that.
No,
I stand on that.
and I commend him because look at she got a BBW, not a BBW, a B what they call it, BBL, you know, a damn BBL. Now the one beside her, you know, she can ride, you know, but you know, ain't nobody checking for this drag, man. And you gotta be on some other shit to be going on these different pop the balloon, man. That just show you how the whole dating cesspool for Jake is just completely fucking through, man. All right, man. This just show you how like these women. He's basically even if he got some substance, he's coming to choose pretty much one woman, you know. When the Lord ain't even created to be that. You know, if he liked all of them and they ain't have men realistically, that he should be able to let all of them ride. But see, them women, they jealous amongst each other, you know. But nonetheless, she had an issue. She popped her balloon because she had an issue with the whole over. He only asked, was she over 18? He didn't say, I prefer women that are 18. He just said, as long as you over 18, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, and the fact that this is a talking point, that's why I wanted to make this video, because hell, when we go into these scriptures, you know, it was younger than that. You know, even your grandma, your granddaddy, and you know, if you old enough, you know, you will hear stories about, oh, she was 12 or 13, you know, she's giving it to an older man because he's already established, man. All right. We see what happens when these women are allowed to choose their so-called husbands, which they call them baby daddies, because they don't even get the husband status. You know, but when things were arranged, you know, you're not sending your daughter off to no predator. You know, he more than likely will have substance. He will have a name, you know, because that meant something back in the day, man. You know, but nonetheless, check that out.
Nothing wrong with your opinion, but I just feel like
This nigga is 33.
And then I forgot this goofy ass nigga at the top.
Why would you want a girl who just got out of high school?
And see, that's some American shit, because America, they pretty much stunt the mental growth of these you know, young adults, man. You know, they even say now, like, your frontal lobe doesn't develop until you're 25. You know, your frontal lobe doesn't develop until you're 25, when that's, you know, hey, you know, whatever. But nonetheless, your body begins changing when you're around 12, 13, sometimes older, sometimes a little younger, you know. And you know, we've been in Babylon too long. We've been in Babylon too long, and this is the result of that, man. This is the mind of these are all Jakes on screen, man. The dude reacting. I'm doing a video. The dude reacting to the host, to the women, you know, all of them was Jake, you know, and they all had an issue, other than the main dude, of course, with him just asking was a chick over 18. You know, but he cool with it. Like, look, trust me, these women out here at 18, they're not virgins. And once again, that's going to play a factor in this definition we're going to grab.
the difference between a grown woman and a girl that's, you know, it's kind of giving,
Hey,
like,
man,
grooming.
18 legal, you know what I'm saying? So,
See?
I hear what you're saying,
But you gotta
I stand
understand, you
on
gotta
that.
think-
We gonna move on to the next one. What you probably doing?
I fuck with it. He stood on that shit. You know, if you don't want to get down with me, because these women about ran through as hell. You really see these older women, you really can't compete with younger women. You know, and here's a misconception. A man, you don't want a woman that he has to so-called handle. He don't want a quarrelsome woman. He don't want that whole boss chick shit, bro. That's some new shit. You know, a man wants his woman to be subservient. You know, we ain't even in the time of trying to sugarcoat that shit. Yes, a woman is supposed to be subservient to her husband. That doesn't mean he's a tyrant over her. That don't mean she a damn slave. That's not what it means. But it means she honors and reverences her husband. Okay, he is the head of that household, and that dynamic gets really screwed up when you have a woman or a man that's the same age, or you got a woman that's older than the man. You know, you see the dynamic. That dynamic changes up a lot. All right, but she respects him more. Like she respects his authority more if he's older than her. You know, I don't necessarily have any experience in this, but I'm sure there's brothers that do. All right, but nonetheless, You know, I'm glad he stood on that, man, because this is how things are going back to. And guess what? During the time of Isaiah 4:1, you know, and where it goes into 2nd Ezra 16, where it speaks about, you know, there being a shortage of men. You know, these men dying in the wars. You know, it speaks about the young men, the young women, you know, lamenting having no husbands and whatnot. You know, so there's going to be a major shortage of men. And guess what? These women, you know, hey, a lot of the women that are going to be delivered to us, hey, they're going to be virgins and they're going to be young, man. All right, you know, hey, there's no way to really sugarcoat that. They're going to be young. Unlike any of these women standing here, because I can guarantee that none of them are virgins. And America, being in America so long, has tried to make you, try to demonize you getting with a woman that's a virgin, when that's really the righteous thing. But guess what? You know, they have this thing called school and high school and whatnot, you know, and these, when you in high school, even as young men, and you might have the opportunity to you know, you just, for a woman to be, you know, to be a woman's first, you know, a lot of times nobody taught us the value in that, you know, nobody taught us that they're supposed to be your wife. You know, they still push that you could casually date and fuck each other, but they didn't push, you know, that was marriage. You know, you're supposed to take care of her. See, the law is righteous, man, and that's why the law needs to be established, because under the rulership of this devil, everything is all fucked up to where they demonizing this man because he said, hey, 18, and Esau set the age at 18, you know, because he don't want to deal with no old ass strag, man. But nonetheless, man, I just want to play this, but he laughing and shit. You know, I just wanted to play this portion of the video. So let's get this right here, man. And I'm going to read it in the KJV, and then we'll read it in the NLT, and then we'll get the definition of some of these words. Right? So this is 1 Kings chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, now King David was old and stricken in years, and they covered him with clothes, but he got no heat. Wherefore his servant said unto him, let there be sought for my lord the king a young virgin, and let her stand before the king, and let her cherish him, and let her lie in thy bosom, that my lord the king may get heat. All right. So just in case you want to misconstrue this some type of other way, let's read it in the NLT. It says, King David was now very old, and no matter how many blankets covered him, he could not keep warm. So go sit down. It says, so his advisors told him, let us find a young virgin to wait on you and look after you, my lord. She will lie in your arms and keep you warm. A young virgin. And there ain't even really no young virgin like really walking around now, man. Once again, these young women are loose. You know, we grew up, we were teenagers at one point. All right, we saw what these women were doing. But they went and sought King David. This is our king, right? You know, and the Lord ain't never rebuked this or anything. You know, even though, King David did things that were worth rebuke, but this wasn't one of them. You know, where they got him a young virgin to keep him warm. If it was about him really staying warm, you know, you would think, you know, more blankets, or, you know, you get somebody, you know, bigger. No, they brought him a young virgin, man. You know. So that's what they went and saw. It says she will lie in your arms and keep you warm. Verse 3, it says, so they searched throughout the land of Israel for a beautiful girl, and they found Abishag from Shunem, and brought her to the king. The girl was very beautiful, and she looked after the king and took care of him, but the king had no sexual relation with her. So he ended up he didn't get lay down with her, you know. Hey, if the Lord was against that, he would have said, hey, you know, he thought an evil thought, you know, to pop her, but he didn't. That's not what the Lord said, man. You know, you Christians, you definitely don't read your Bible. And you might try to say, oh, this is the old way. It might be, because America is so fucked up. But guess what? This way is righteous, man. You know, we're going to have women. We're going to have young women. And it's going to be done in righteousness and in order, man. Ain't no weird shit going on. You know, these women, when we become sovereigns, man, women and you know, young princesses, they're going to be primed to be married off to their husband, man, to an Israelite man. You know, that's going to be a high calling if you're a woman. All right. So I just wanted to read that, you know, and they brought him to him, but he didn't pop her, man. You know, so let's get some of these words, right? Right. A young, right? We're really going into a young virgin.
Strong's H 5291. Na'ara. Na'ara.
Nara, right? Meaning a girl. See, not no boss chick, not no grown woman. A girl, a damsel, a female servant. A girl, damsel, little girl. A young woman, marriageable young woman. See, there's the emphasis. All right, so it's not just some little girl and no shit. That's what Esau be do. Esau be on that weird shit. All right, this was a young girl of marriageable age. She was past the age of her flower, you know, so she could bear children, which is why it mentioned that he didn't have any sexual relationship with her. It didn't mention how old she was, you know. And oh yeah, hey, this is another example. Hey, Pocahontas. You know, you go into the account of Pocahontas. You know, to these women, they be watching these Disney shows and all these Disney princess movies and shit. All right, that movie was really about, that account was really about rape, first of all. You know, and Pocahontas was only 12 and John Smith was like 35. You know? But that's a whole Disney movie. They tried to make it seem like they were in love and all that shit. Nah. You know, hey, when we went to war, you know, hey, there's whole guidelines behind that. Right? But this is plain as day, man. You going into that word, it says of a young woman, marriageable young woman, a concubine, or a prostitute. All right, so that was her purpose. That's what she was there for. She was there to keep him warm, to, you know, warm his heart. But he didn't touch her, you know. So I just wanted to pull out this account, you know, just to show that, you know, hey, the men of our nation dealt with younger women. All right, they demonize it now, but hey, it's going right back to that. You know, and it says what, a virgin. And guess what? None of these women are virgins. They want you to get some old defiled box, you know, instead of getting a young woman that ain't never knew a man, you know, and she gonna cling to you, right? So I just wanted to share this, man. Lord willing, is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Makakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.